Welcome viewers. Today's reasoning topic is figure analogy. So now we will try to understand what is analogy. The definition of analogy is establishing the relationship between two given words or letters or symbols is called as analogy. Okay. Simply I will try to give one example. For example, cow and the word grass. If you see the two words, what is the relationship that you can establish between the two? In the same way, you will ask the tiger and you will ask the what. So in this case, what you need to do is, whatever the relationship that you establish between these two, cow and grass, whatever may be the relation, maybe cow eats grass or the relation between cow and is cow consumes grass. The same thing, the same relation you have to establish for tiger as well, and you have to get the answer. So simply analogy means establishing the relationship between two given words or letters or alphabets or figures. But in today's topic we are going to discuss about figure analogy, means we are going to establish the relationship between two given figures and we will try to derive the answer. Let's see the first question. The moment you see here, there are two figures. Okay, one is curved on the top and bottom you are having another figure. But if you see these two figures, what is the relationship that you can establish? So you see here the line, center line is rotating. So how it is rotating? It is rotating in a clockwise direction. So what is the rotation? The relation between figure from this figure to the next figure is, the first figure is rotating clockwise 90 degrees to get the second figure. So from first figure, the figure is rotating clockwise 90 degrees to get the second figure. So the same thing you have to apply to the next figure to get the answer. So what is the same thing? That is rotation of clockwise 90 degrees. So if you rotate clockwise 90 degrees, this particular figure, you will get the answer is option 1. So you just rotate the clockwise 90 degrees, the same thing, then you will get the answer as option 1. If you look at this figure, you need to establish the relationship between these two figures. In this case, you need to observe two things. One is the position of circle, the change in the position of circle. Other one is the change in the entire figure. You see here, initially the line was at the bottom, now it's became top. What about the circle? The circle initially on the vertex, now it came onto the line. So based upon these two changes, you try to get the answer. So the first one is the circle. The circle which is at the bottom, the two on the curved surface, now it comes to the top. Okay. So now which one is curved surface? Now this one is the curved surface. Now this one appears that it will come onto the top, and again you rotate the complete figure now. So once you rotate complete figure now, it appears the option 2 cannot be your answer because this is inner surface. Here also it is completely on the inner surface as well. So your answer may be 1, 3 or 4 because based on the circle that is present on the bottom, right? Now the next thing that you need to change is the position of lines. In this case, the position of lines is not changing much, the direction is same. So this will be on your left side and this on your right side, imagine. So here also it is same thing, left side and right side. So there is no much change in the position of dots as well. So the moment you see this one, answer 1 will become your answer because in option 3, the lines are on the top, so you can eliminate this right away. And now the competition is between option 1 and option 4 only. If you see now in these both option 1, option 4, the difference is the lines, position of lines, but the change in the position of lines is same here as well. They are not interchanging, so your answer will become 1. In the examination, when you see this question, it looks quite tricky because you have to solve this question within 36 seconds. But thing is, we need to observe in a such a way that what exactly here the change that is going on between the first figure and the second figure. The first change is the dark and light circles, the dark and light figures. You can see the dark hexagon here, here also it is in the dark. And what about this circle that is there at the center? Now it comes to the bottom. So whatever that is initially at the top, that became to the center portion and it was same dark, and whatever the lighter portion that is there in the circle, now it became to bottom and form three circles. That is one change. What is the change? Top and bottom. What is the next change? The next change is right side and left side. You can see here. On the left side you are having a figure, on the right side you are having two circles. Is there any change? Yes, the circles are also changed their position. So initially whatever the initial figure, it was on the right side. You can see this one, it was on the right side. Now if you consider with respect to this line, it came onto the left side. And the other figure which was on the left side, now it came to the right side. So top position, bottom position, left side and right side, everything is changing in this particular figure. That is the reason it looks a bit complex. So now what we have to do? The thing is, first of all, change the positions regarding this triangle, that is with respect to positive sign and circle. Now they will change their positions. So from the option, look at the option. In which option the circle is on the left side and the plus sign should be on the right side? Yes or no? Because they are changing their positions in the next figure. The moment you see this, option 1 cannot be your answer, because plus is on the same side and circle is also on the same side. Option 4 cannot be your answer, because plus is and circle is on the same side. And your answer may be in between 2 and 3. See here, the triangle is 1. Now obviously in the next figure, the triangle will increase to 3. Whereas here the squares are 3. Now in the next figure, the square, the shaded square will be only 1. So 1 shaded square and 3 triangles. So your answer is option 3. So it's a quite tricky figure. You need to observe at a time 4 changes. One is top, bottom, left and right. Focus on all these changes. You will get the answer immediately. In this question, what is the change that you can observe from one figure to the next figure? The change is very easy. The first one is, here triangle is light in color, inside there is no dark portion, but in the next figure you can see a dark portion. So initially the lighter become here darker. That is the first change you can see. So what is the second change we can observe? The second change is outside figures. Here outside figures are circle, hexagon and a quadrilateral. And now the moment it enters into another figure, they are becoming lighter. They are not darker now, they became lighter. So there is a change in lighter to darker and darker to lighter in the both the figures. And the next thing you can observe is, see the position of these outside figures. Initially this circle which is dark now became lighter and it moved into the next direction, right? In the same way, now because now the circle is here. In the same way, the hexagon, the darker hexagon which was at the bottom here, now it came to on this side. So now this hexagon moved in this particular direction into the next figure. And what about the quadrilateral? This quadrilateral also moved in the anti-clockwise direction, but with the rotation. See, it's here it looks like a rhombus, but the moment it comes to the bottom here, it looks like a square here. So it also, what happening, it is also moving plus anti-clockwise rotation by 90 degrees, 45 degrees. So it is anti-clockwise rotation by 45 degrees. So initially the triangle was darker here. Obviously here the triangle will become light. Now outside figures which are lighter in color, now they will become dark with the rotation of anti-clockwise direction. So by seeing this, option 1 cannot be your answer, option 3 cannot be your answer. So the answer will be either 2 or 4. But here in the question these are lighter colors. So these lighter colors, when they move onto the other side, they are becoming darker. So they can't be lighter here as well. So your answer is option 2, because in option 4 everything is light. The triangle is in lighter color, the circle, the hexagon, the square, everything is in light in color. Whereas in option 2, only triangle which is lighter, initially which was darker, now became lighter. Whereas the outside figures, that is a triangle, that is a circle, a hexagon and a quadrilateral, now became darker. So that is the reason answer is option 2. See, in this particular question there is triangle and square. Now you need to establish the relationship between these two figures. So what is the change? There is inside figure, there is outside figure. Here the inside figure is triangle, outside figure is a square. The moment it moved to the next position means this relation, the triangle became a square, means he increased one line. In the same way, here the quadrilateral or the square become a pentagon, means one more side he increased. So there was a increase in line from one figure to the next figure. In the same way, we try to apply the same relation. What is the relation? Increase one line here. So initially it was 4 lines, that is quadrilateral. Now it become 5 lines. Okay. Now the next one, initially they are having 5 lines. Now it will become 6 lines. So initially that is having 6 lines. Now it will become 7 lines. So there will be increase in 5, 6 and 7 lines. So you check it from the option where you have increase from 5, 6 and 7. The moment I see this, option 1 cannot be your answer because a triangle itself, here you are having a square. Option 2, here also square, not possible because we have to increase by 1. So your answer is option 3, everything is increasing from pentagon, hexagon and heptagon. Now look at this question. In this particular question, there are 2 triangles is given and is asking the relation between 2 triangles and circle and a square, and top you are having one more square. Okay. So initially the inside triangle is converting into circle and again outside triangle is converting into 2 squares and inside it is getting attached, means there is an increase. So inside triangle increased by 1 becoming a square, outside triangle increased becoming by 1 and getting one more square. So obviously here we are having 2 pentagons. These 2 pentagons will become 2 hexagons and inside you will have a circle attaching to it. So what is the relation between these two? These two is 2 triangles became 2 squares and one extra circle is added inside by touching the interior walls of the square. In the same way, here also you increase one line, means here you are having a pentagon. Now you have 2 hexagons because you are having 2 pentagons. These 2 pentagons becomes 2 hexagons and you add one circle inside it. So the moment you see this, your answer will be option 2. See, option 1 is also very close, but the thing is in option 2 the circle is touching inside the hexagon. Now see, in this particular figure you have a flower outside with only one line inside, and if you are asking the relation between these two, the number of outside flowers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now in this case only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, means it was decreased by 1 and inside lines are increasing by 2. So in the same way you apply for this. Outside how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You decrease it to 4. The moment you decrease it to 4, only one option that is showing, that is option 2. So option 2 is the answer. So now we saw what is analogy. So analogy is establishing the relationship between 2 given figures. So in this the student needs to establish the relationship as fast as possible to get the answer very fast. Now let's see the topic symbolic operations. See, in symbolic operations, directly he will give some directions based upon the symbols, and we need to follow the directions to get the answer. Let's see directly one question, and I will try to observe this. So this particular question, always in this type of questions, always we follow 𝗏𝗏's rule. That is very, very important. So 𝗏𝗏's, in 𝗏𝗏's, first we go with brackets, but in symbolic operations you won't see any brackets generally, but in specific cases you will see. Then order or of, first we'll do division, then multiplication, then addition, and then subtractions. So based upon this 𝗏𝗏's rule, we try to solve these questions. Generally in the examination, these types of questions are given mainly to check the candidate's ability to solve this question within 36 seconds, because generally these questions are time consuming. Because see here, if plus stands for division, means you have to interchange these positions. The plus, now wherever you see this plus symbol, you have to now apply the division here. In the same way, division stands for multiplication. So wherever you see the division, now in the place of division, in this place of this symbol, you have to multiply it. In the same way, multiplication stands for subtraction. So multiplication now stands for subtraction. In the same way, subtraction stands for addition. So minus stands for addition. So wherever you see these symbols, you have to replace with the other symbols, and you have to perform the operation. That is the reason they are called as symbolic operations. So let's see with the first option. See, in this case there is no other option. You have to solve all the options. You can't directly find out the answer, or you can't directly find out the option. That is the reason I said it is a time consuming question. Mainly examiner will give to analyze the student's ability in the fast calculations. So let's see with the option 1. In option 1, 18 and is given division here. So 18. In the place of division, what we have to write? We have to write about multiplication. Now it's talking about after that 6, 7, 5, 2. Just I am writing this because in examination directly I can replace with the symbols. Now between 6 and 7 you are having minus, but you should not write as minus, you have to write it as plus here. In the same way, between 7 and 5 we have addition plus. In case of plus, you have to put division here. Then you have multiplication. In the place of multiplication, you have to subtract. Now you need to check out whether it is equal to 20 or not. See here, there is a clue. You should not do all these things. The moment you see 7 divided by 5, you will not get 20. So directly eliminate this option. Don't do this. In the examination, don't try to calculate each and everything. The moment you see that is not possible, you avoid it so that you can save time. Now come to option 2. In option also 18, 6, 7, 5, 2. Now you need to find out whether it is equal to 18 or not. So now see the symbol here. The symbol is here plus. So in the place of plus, you have to go with the division. Then now you are having a symbol of division here. So division means again multiplication. Again here multiplication. Multiplication means subtraction. Again you are having subtraction. Subtraction means again here addition. Now whether it is equal to 20 or not, you need to check out. I already said that in the 𝗏𝗏's formula, first we will go with the division. So 6 ones, here 6, 3 times. So now you got 21 minus 5 plus 2. So when you count 21 minus 5 plus 2, so you just add 21 plus 2, 23 minus 5, 18. So your answer is option 2 is the answer. So in this case, one need to careful only with this particular symbols that he is changing. Once you are perfect with these symbols, how it is changing, then you can perform the operation very easily. And in the following question, select correct combination of mathematical signs to replace this symbol, star symbol or star sign, and balance the equation, and you have to perform the equation. In this type of questions, if you observe the options, what is the clue? The clue is equal to. Because whenever equal is there in between, the left hand side should be equal to the right hand side. So here also left hand side should be equal to the right hand side. Now from here onwards you have to focus on left hand side and right hand side of that equal symbol. So let's try to perform the operation now or solve them. It is given 16, 4, 5, 9, 1. Whether this option A is correct or not, let's try to check it out. That is first addition, then division, then equal, then multiplication. Here the clue is again I said 4 by 5 cannot give you the answer 9. So eliminate option A immediately. Don't try to solve in the exam. In the same way, now come to option B. In the option B also, division plus equal multiplication. Now you see here, this is your right hand side and this is your left hand side. The moment you see here 4 times, so 4 plus 5 is 9 and is equal to 9. So 9 is equal to 9. So your answer is option B. So there is no other thing that we have to solve all the options until you get the answer. See, this question is similar to the previous question where is given different symbols. You have to replace with the options to get the answer. So what is the first option? First option is addition, then equal to, then division and then minus. Is it possible? Because here equal to is there, so try to solve left hand side and you try to solve the right hand side, which is not at all possible. By looking at this I will come to know that that calculation is not possible to get the answer. So you immediately go for the next option. So what is the next option here? B. So here multiplication, addition, equal, division. See here clue again, equal. See here, division means you will get only 1, but on the left hand side you will get big answer. So this is also not possible. So just eliminate it or remove it. Next, come to third option. In option C, you have division, multiplication, addition and equal. Now let's check whether it is equal to 11 or not. You know that 8 divided by 8 you will get 1. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 plus 11 is 12. So this 12 cannot be equal to 11. So you eliminate even option C as well. Now come to option D. In the option D, minus, plus, equal, division. The moment you see this 8 minus 8, then plus 1, then 11 divided by 11. So you will get answer is 1 equal to 1. So your answer will be option D will be your answer. So this is quite tricky question because he is saying that to interchange the entire symbols and letters. He is asking to interchange entire symbols and the letters. So let's try to interchange in each and every option to get the answer. First one, see here, is asking, so what is interchange means? Interchange means here, wherever you see plus, you have to add division. Wherever you see division, you have to add plus, means wherever you see division, you have to add a plus symbol. Where you have a plus symbol, you have to add for the division. In the same way, he is asking to interchange between 12 and 18. 12 and 18. So wherever you see 12, you have to put 18. Wherever you see 18, you have to put 12 and you have to go for calculation. Again, it's a time consuming. Mainly this type of questions is given to check the calculation ability of the student. So let's see with option A. Option A 90. Yes, I can take 90 directly. Multiplication. Yes, I can take multiplication. Now see here, you're having 18. So whenever you see 18, what you have to put? You have to put 12 here. So you put 12 here and again in the bracket. Then plus. I also said that wherever you see plus symbol, you have to keep division. So you got with divided symbol. And again you have 18. Wherever you see 18, you have to put 12. Now you check out whether it is equal to 60 or not. It is not possible, right? It is not equal to 60. So option A cannot be your answer. Now check with option B. In option B, 18 is there. So wherever you see 18, it will become 12. And plus symbol, wherever you see plus symbol, it will becomes division. Then followed by 6. Then wherever you see this division symbol, so the division means plus here, you have to put plus, and wherever you see 12, in the place of 12, you have to keep 18, and you will check whether it is equal to 2 or not. No, this is not equal to 2. So again option B is also not the answer. Let's look at option C. In option C, you write 72 as it is, then it's asking about division. Division means plus, you have to replace it with the plus, and then you are having 18 here. When you are having 18, you have to replace it with the 12. Again you multiply it with again 18, in the place of 18 you need to get again 12. Is it equal to 72? You need to check it out. Okay, it's not equal to 72. So your answer C is also wrong. Now finally your answer will be obviously option D, but let's check it out. So in place of 12 you put 18, in place of plus again divided by 6, again multiplication, add multiplication as it is, in place of 18 you put 12. Now we'll check out, is it equal to 36? Yes, 6 3 times 12 3 is 36. So your answer will be option D is the answer. Let's try to check next question. See, in this question also he is changing the symbols. So the moment he is changed the symbols, look at the symbols and apply that change. He is saying that A means plus here. So A means plus, B means multiplication. So B is giving it as multiplication. C means he is giving it as division. D is talking about subtraction. So that's what he is saying. A, B, C, D. So he gave different symbols for A, B, C, D and try to apply this. Then 2A, 10B, 5C, 5D, 12 is how much he is saying. So 20, 10, 45, 5 and 12. So you now try to replace with the symbols. He is saying A, 20A, A means here plus, and I am saying B, B means multiplication. I am talking about C, C means again division. D, D means here subtraction. Now you need to say that it's equal to how much. Okay, so when you perform the calculations, 9, because 5 9 is 45. So 10 multiply now, 10 9 times 90. So 90, you are having 20, 110, 110 minus 12, 98. So your answer is 98. We discussed about symbolic operations and figure analogy. So in both the cases, we tried to solve the question as fast as possible with less amount of time by applying some shortcut techniques. Thank you.